Michelle, Stafford and Young and the Restless co-stars receive delicious treat. Michelle Stafford and the cast of The Young and the Restless sometimes receive special perks on the job. Recently, the cast took a break from rehearsing to enjoy a delicious lunch courtesy of their co-stars. Key takeaways. Stafford and the cast were busy filming for Danny and Christine's wedding. Stafford and her co-stars received a special treat when lunch was delivered. The cast can thank two of their co-stars for the treats. Loco for tacos. The Y&R cast and crew had a busy day filming for Danny, Michael Damian, and Christine's, Laura Lee Bell, wedding. After all the hard work they put in, the group was famished. So, the group was surprised when a delicious lunch was delivered to the set. On Instagram, Stafford posted a video of the Y&R cast and crew enjoying a taco bar. Tacos in 40 minutes, Stafford enthusiastically announced. T-40 minutes, co-star Michael Graziadei reiterated. Stafford's announcement was met with much excitement from everyone on set. The video then switched to outside, where the taco bar was set up. Stafford and co-star Christian LeBlanc anxiously awaited their food. "The tacos are so close right now, I can smell them," LeBlanc said. Stafford then showed crew members fixing their plates, while castmates Tracy Bregman and Susan Walters engaged in chit-chat. After getting their stomachs full, it was back to work for the cast and crew. Stafford admitted she had 5 tacos, then inquired about how many everyone had. Walters confessed she had 1 taco, which surprised Stafford. "Actually, 1.5, Walters confessed. "I spilled some of it on my dress." "Don't tell Mandy," the actress joked. Stafford then asked Y&R's costume designer, Mandy Line, what she had, and Line said she only had salsa. "What's wrong with them?" Stafford asked about her co-workers' eating habits. Gift from co-stars. The taco bar was a nice surprise for Stafford and everyone. And they can thank Damien and Belle for the yummy lunch. Stafford expressed her gratitude for Belle and Damien's thoughtful gift in her post. She also shared her love for her Y&R family and hoped fans enjoyed watching their lunchtime antics. So it looks like Danny and Christine's wedding was not only fun on screen, but off-screen as well. It's one of the many memories that Stafford and her co-stars will remember. There were many things Michelle Stafford loved about her job: scripts that kept her guessing, fans who treated her like daytime royalty, and the thrill of stepping into Phyllis Summers' stilettos each morning. But there was one thing she adored most of all: the family she'd built on the set of The Young and the Restless. Some days that family bickered like characters in the Newman living room. Some days they laughed so hard the director had to call for an extra take. And some days, rare, magical little days, they were reminded that their bond was more than professional. This story begins on one such day. A surprising morning on Stage 41. The morning started normally enough. The halls of Stage 41 buzzed with quiet chaos. Makeup artists coaxed eyelash glue into submission, crew members rolled lighting rigs across the studio floor, and actors wandered in wearing half their wardrobe and all of their caffeine needs. Michelle arrived with her usual breezy stride, a subtle wave of strawberry blonde hair bouncing behind her. She carried an iced latte, a tote bag big enough to smuggle a small corgi, and an energy that said, "Let's do something fabulous today." But something was different. As she turned the corner toward the main set, she caught a whiff of something sweet. Something warm. Something that absolutely did not belong on a soundstage. "Is someone cooking?" she asked, slowing. Amelia Heinley, Victoria Newman, already in wardrobe and sipping herbal tea, raised a brow. "If they are, I want them arrested. The smell is too good. It's messing with my scene partner focus." Michelle sniffed the air dramatically, eyes narrowing like a soap detective. "That's vanilla. And caramel. And, hold on, cinnamon? This is practically a contract violation. We're supposed to act, not drool." Brighton James, Devon, walked by holding a script and muttered, "Whatever it is, it's not the cafeteria. They don't believe in seasoning." Then Sharon Case, looking effortlessly serene for someone who had already filmed 2 emotional scenes that morning, approached the cluster with a grin. "You guys haven't seen?" she asked. "Seen what?" Michelle demanded. Sharon pointed. And that's when they saw it. The treat table. Against the back wall of the studio, transforming several feet of concrete floor into something out of a Food Network dream sequence, was a long table covered in a deep red velvet cloth. On top of it sat pastries, glossy pastries, dozens of them, arranged with far too much care for a casual breakfast drop-off. There were towers of chocolate croissants, swirls of freshly glazed cinnamon rolls, neat rows of fruit-filled danishes gleaming like edible jewels. There were muffins studded with chocolate chips, blueberry scones dusted with sugar, and a mysterious cake under a glass dome that seemed to whisper, "Lift me. You know you want it." Michelle stopped walking entirely and put a hand to her chest. "Oh my God," she whispered. "It's beautiful. Is this how Phyllis feels when she walks into a room full of people who owe her favors?" Joshua Morrow, Nick Newman, appeared from behind the set wall with crumbs on his shirt. He held a napkin bulging with pastry remains. "I can explain," he said. "No," Michelle said, pointing at him like a judge sentencing him to desert jail. "You cannot explain unless the explanation includes who did this." Joshua looked around, lowered his voice, and declared, "Fans. A gift from the heart." The explanation poured out. A longtime fan group, self-named Genoa City Gleeful Bakers, decided to send the cast a massive thank you for decades of entertainment. They collaborated, with terrifying efficiency, to arrange a bakery delivery from a local gourmet shop famed for its pastries that could convert even the most disciplined actor into a carb enthusiast. "They said they wanted to give us something delicious to match the drama," Joshua added. "Which, frankly, is fair." "Did they send a note?" Sharon asked. He held up a card decorated with tiny glitter stickers that promptly fell onto the floor. Michelle plucked it out of his hand and read aloud. "To the cast of The Young and the Restless. Thank you for every twist, every tear, every argument that made us talk back to our televisions. Enjoy this sweet treat, from fans who love you more than Victor loves a strategic marriage. With appreciation, the Genoa City Gleeful Bakers." "Oh, they get us," Michelle said, wiping an overly dramatic fake tear. She grabbed a plate, marched toward the table, and announced to everyone within earshot, "Ladies, gentlemen, and morally ambiguous soap characters, breakfast is served." The Great Pastry Stampede. In a matter of seconds, actors, crew, makeup artists, and even a bewildered intern named Kevin swarmed the table like happy locusts. Michelle chose a cinnamon roll because it was slightly larger than her hand and therefore perfect. Amelia went for a berry scone, holding it up to the light like a gem appraiser. "This is art," she declared. Brighton discovered a tray of chocolate croissants that seemed, in his words, crispy enough to make a sound effect.